Nowitzki has a workout routine that's impossible to emulate. The fun part is that many incoming rookies attempt to join him when they first join the team. But after a month or two, Dirk is alone once again. You can only pretend to be great for so long. The great ones just do it naturally. Our energy and passion is a well full of unreturnable gold of unknown depth. If this were life, we do best to spend wisely, just in case the depths were shallow. But it's a game, so dig deep and spend every piece just in case the depths are infinite. The regret of burning out early pales in comparison to having a lot left in the tank in the end. Take the most amazingly talented team of 12 players in the country right now. If they replace the worst player on their roster with you, and you would be inspired to work harder than you are now because of the opportunity, then the fact you aren't working that hard now is one of the reasons you can't make that team in the first place. Hola! Hola, hola. Let me switch. Wait. Switch it back to English. There we go. Hello. What's up, guys? How you doing? Hey, we got practice tonight. Over at. Is it called Spring Hill? No, it's not called Spring Hill here. It's called Silver Hills. In California, one of their practice sites was Spring Hill. I'm getting so confused, man, between all this stuff, switching from place to place. But got to tell you, I am glad to be home, even when it snows. Because I don't know. I grew up in L.A. So, and then we moved around a lot because my mom kept moving us up. So we moved to North Hollywood. So I never really felt like I had like a home, but like, Southern California was my home. And then I moved to Colorado where I spent all my high school life. That was only like 4 years plus like, a half a year for eighth grade. Then I spent like a year and a half in college. So that wasn't like that long to be in Colorado. So it's not really my home either. Then I went to Northern California for college for like 4 years. And then I went overseas for like 5 years. So like I had like no home. I just knew America was my home. Then I get back and then I went to Northern California for like 10 years. So it's like, where is my home? I always felt like LA was my home, but here's where my mom is, and it's just so strange that I basically have no home. And I figured out in the long run that your home is like wherever like your passion is. And for me, I've been able to drag my passion around. So I guess if I was to tell you guys anything, is to drag your passion with you wherever you go and whatever you do. Jake Aarons, what's up, man? We got our games this weekend. The game times this weekend, they are on our website. If you happen to go to it, you can look at it. It's just right there. If you look at our Twitter section right here, it says all the different game times. Instead of making you guys sign up for them, I have you guys just sign up once and then I post it. And it's just right there. I mean, on our page, scroll down, it's right there. I also, what's up, Cameron Ferris? I also send it out via email to anyone who was booked. So if you booked, you did your part. And then I send it out on Twitter or Facebook. All right, so if you're like on Twitter, it's just on there and then it gets shot to your phone. All right, and if you have like notifications, so everyone should know. And plus, I'm saying it on our telecast right now, so like you guys have it in every possible way. So everyone should be there. Make sure you show up to practice tonight, to work out tomorrow, and then to the games on Saturday, and then Saturday night. I know you guys are gonna be tired from the games. Still show up to open gym. All right, let's make open gym really special. Let's make it fun. I'm playing, so I don't know how much longer that I can play. I'm getting old, right? So show up to everything. All right, you guys. Let's begin. We got our. I always don't know where to start. Let's start since let me see. Let's start with the story of the day. All right, here you go.
The level you exalt is the level at which you'll remain. The moment you think you've made it is when it'll become extremely difficult to continue to work beyond your comfort zone. So if you truly wish to reach a particular level, you must aim above that level. If you want to make a college team, you must honestly strive to play in the NBA.
All right, so this is a difficult lesson to teach, okay? Ola, Kiernan, and Declan. Wait, the person who runs the 50 All-Stars account also runs the John Sanders account? Who would have thought it? Did anybody notice that? Yo, what's up, Maya? All right, yes, so the level that you exalt is the level that you will remain, all right? One of the harder parts about, becoming great at anything in life, especially basketball, is that when a player goes backdoor, let's say, all right, and you want to pass him the pass and he's running, you can't pass it to him. You have to pass it to where he's gonna be. For little kids, they have a lot of trouble at understanding that. I don't know why. It's like they don't understand that people move, and they're like, they throw it like right to you, and then it's like, oh, you moved. I was already moving, right? So it's like they don't quite get that. Well, it's the same thing for like older kids. They don't get the fact that if you want to be the best player in high school, you have to do the things that it'll take to get you to be the best player in college. And if you want to become the best player, like a really good player in college, you have to do the things that it'll take to get you to the NBA. If you want to make the NBA, you have to try to be a Hall of Fame basketball player. Yes, Silver Hills tonight is right. That is correct. All right. So, I mean, it makes sense if I just say it like that, right? Like aim beyond, right? But to some people, those are night and day differences. So to them, it's like me saying, hey, if you want chocolate ice cream, you got to go for the vanilla. If you want vanilla ice cream, you got to go for strawberry. And they're like, I don't like strawberry ice cream. And you tell me if I eat all this strawberry ice cream, I have a chance to get to vanilla? And I'm like, yeah. And it doesn't make sense to them because those things are just entirely different. And they are. They really, really are. Like, the amount of work that you have to put in to make the pros is like, in the end, like run like 5 miles a day for like an average player. I'm not talking about like Shaq to make the pros. Like him, just wake up and keep breathing. Don't break your leg. You make the pros. Right? I'm talking about you guys, right? It's 5 miles a day if you can get up to that before high school. All right? And like you're just not going to do it. So I'm just telling you what the actual answer is, not what you're willing to do. So don't think that I'm like using hyperbole. This is like exactly what you would need to do. I know the answer. I'm afraid to say it to some people because they're like, oh, I can't do that. So they'll just quit right now. So just don't quit. I'm just telling you the real answer. It's like 5 miles a day, 500 jump shots, about like 10 minutes of jump rope, and about like 50 to 100 push-ups every single day. All right? And you just have to just get used to that. And that's like the bottom line. Then you have to go to practice and workouts on top of that. All right? That's for you to magically transform yourself into an NBA basketball player. It takes a lot. But we have to build up to that. You can't just do that out the gate. But you do want to get to that level eventually. All right? With that said, if you try to make the NBA with that stuff, you're probably going to be a D1 basketball player. And to some people, they're like, that's not enough to become a D1 basketball player. That's way too much work. If you told me D1 is what I'm going to go for, I would want to aim a little bit less. And if they did the D1 stuff, that they would only end up being a high school player. And they're like, no, that's not good either. I don't want to do that D1 stuff. They only want to do the stuff that corresponds to the level of which they want to end up. And that's why they will always end up shorter. So I like to say that it's the same as like sprinting a 100-yard dash, where if you stop right on the finish line, you're not going to win the race unless you're just like that much faster than everyone else. The goal is to shoot beyond the finish line and to not stop running. You run beyond the finish line, now you have your top time, right? So that's how you have to see it. You can't see it like my little ice cream analogy. You have to see it like a race, all right? And although you're doing things that, let's say, Steph Curry does, you're not going to reach Steph Curry level because you weren't born with Steph Curry skills. You weren't born into Steph Curry's realm with it, like a father that was in the NBA, etc. All these opportunities, right? So you're going to have to do what Steph Curry does to be less than Steph Curry was. That's the hard part, all right? And if you can get over that mentality, you can be as great as you want to become, because then it's just like the hard work is the fun part, all right? And who cares about the result? Because if you can go your hardest, that's all that truly matters. So that's what I got, and that's what that thing's about. So with that said, I know it was a very complicated issue or whatever. Watch it one more time. All right, the story of the day, and really, really pay attention to the words if you can hear them. All right.
The level you exalt is the level at which you'll remain. The moment you think you've made it is when it'll become extremely difficult to continue to work beyond your comfort zone. So if you truly wish to reach a particular level, you must aim above that level. If you want to make a college team, you must honestly strive to play in the NBA.
So yes, please try to exit your comfort zones, okay? If everything is feeling good and you're feeling happy, you're going the wrong way. If you're like, man, I really like this. It's so nice, and I feel like good. My body doesn't ache at all. Yo, you're the wrong way. If you're not like crying sometimes because of basketball, you're not going hard enough. All right, so get out of your comfort zones and go as hard as you possibly can. All right, let's begin with our elementary school stuff. We got pick and roll, retreat to pass. This is not the stuff that we are doing What is today? Thursday? It's not the stuff that we're doing tomorrow on Friday. This is the stuff that we are doing on Monday. All right? So it's pick and roll, retreat to pass, jump stop to corner option, jab to 3-option jumper, shots to box outs, Lana's moves, and one-on-one post. Out of all these, I do love Lana's moves. All right, if you want to watch Lana's moves, it's one of our players, Lana Wanger. All right, if you're still watching out there, Finn Kaufman knows Lana. Cameron Ferris knows Lana. Those are my LA people, or my LA people, my California people. All right, Lana was she plays at Texas Tech right now. She is a really big girl, but she had like no moves. So I tricked her into learning these moves, and I basically said I called these Lana's moves before she even knew how to do them. All right, and the whole trick was to get her inspired, being like, these are your moves, and she was like, what? And she got so into it that she like mastered them basically, and she like has juked the crap out of dudes. It's hilarious. But basically, this is a step-by-step progression drill where you step forward, inch back, and then shoot your shot. Step forward, and then you can pro hop middle, fake middle, spin back, shot. Fake middle, spin back, pump fake, go straight, and it's mixing all four of those together so that no matter what the defense does, you will beat the defense. All right. So looking at it on our challenge page, typing in Lana's moves right here, clicking it, then looking at it. We actually do not have Lana doing them, which is funny. We have Dennis doing them, but Dennis he's in college playing right now too. So let's watch Dennis do it right now. Boom. So you step forward, inch back, and then shoot if their hands are down. Step forward, inch back, pro hop down the middle. You should bounce it higher. Don't twist your upper body, Dennis. Second to last one. Step forward, inch back, spin to a jump shot. Nice shot. And then the last one is to fake that shot, then go forward for a layup. Boom, and then keep the ball high the whole time. And those are Lana's moves. All right. Let me see. What's the green box next to pros? Oh, that green box next to pros. I drew that green box in there because if you want to make the pros, you have to go beyond that. And really, there is like nothing beyond that. I guess it could be Hall of Fame, but then like if you want to make the Hall of Fame, you have to go beyond that, right? So I made it like an unknown. I was gonna make it like black and dark, but I was like, nah, it's not dark. So I made it the color of money. All right, so the green box next to the pros was just above everything. It's the unknown, and it's basically like the abstract, like the concept that no one that which no one can see. All right, so that's what the green box was in that video. All right, to finish up the elementary school stuff, again, the stuff that we're doing next week. I also like jab to 3-option jumper. That's again, there's no losing in that one. Whatever they do, you win no matter what. All right, we have another challenge for the day. All right. So talking about our challenges, again, you guys have to do different challenges. We talked about the first grade challenge, second grade, third grade, fourth grade. Today we are on the fifth grade challenge. Okay, and it's right here in the book. If you have the book, if you don't have the book, on March 12th you can purchase the book for just 3 coins, guys. 3 coins. And if you're paying with American coins, well then no, it's $150. But for our coins, for these thingy-majiggies, just takes 3 of these. 3 coins, and you can buy yourself a book. All right. And looking at it today, what do we have today? Alexa, what is today's date? I never know what the day is. She gonna answer me?
Today is Thursday, February 17th.
February 17th. Okay. February 17th. And it's 2022, I believe. There we go. All right. So we're doing tomorrow's stuff. All right. And the daily challenge for the 5th grade is finish day 20 of our 4-week weekly improvement challenge. 30 minutes before today's workout, work on each of the 7 items from last week for 4 minutes apiece. Also add a 6th improvement item for next week. All right. These things are no joke. These challenges are no joke. All right. I sold probably like 40 of these books to the kids in California before I left. I know the answer. They don't have to tell me. All right. For a fact, no one's doing this book. All right, the closest person to ever do this book is Connor so far, and he's been trying to do it perfect for a month and a half. That's it. This book is too hard for a regular human being to do. The only person that could do this is a future pro. The only person that could do this is a high D1 player. If you find that you cannot do it for whatever reason, it's because you're not that. Now, if you're like, I don't want to do this because, what's up, Sean? I mean, I don't want to do this because it's boring. Cool. What you're saying is just replace it. You have to replace the antecedent, this, whatever. And you say, I don't want to make D1 because it's boring. I don't want to make the NBA because it's boring. That's what you're saying. Or you can say, it's too hard, which is okay. But I don't want to make the NBA because it's too hard. I don't want to make high D1 because it's too hard. Or if you're saying, I don't want to do the book because it's too complicated, well, then say that about that. I don't want to do the book. I'm trying, but it's not who I am. Well, then there you go. You're trying to make the NBA, but it's not who you are. Just replace the words with why you won't do the book, and then you'll have your answer as to why you're not going to make it to the level that you want to. All right? That's how sure I am about this. All right? If you do this every single day, especially if you start off in first grade. First grade, you do every single grade, you win. All right? After that, like if you come in and you're like, okay, I'm a senior, let me do it now. Yo, I got no guarantees you're going to get better than you were before. Just do it for a year, that's nothing. Even 4 years isn't enough. So Connor's going to try to do it for 4 years. We're going to see what that ends up. And if you do it for 4 years, I guarantee you one level up. Wherever you were supposed to be, you'll be one level higher. So if you were a D1 player before I met you, then you're a pro, maybe overseas. If you were just a high school player, well, now you're going to be a D3 player in college. You get one level up for 4 years of working on this book, and good luck to you guys, because you are always running out of time. So push yourself, push yourself, push yourself. All right, what up, Sean Amin? What's up, Noah Massa? Been doing good. It is hard though. All right, it is hard. It is hard. It is hard. All right, let me see. Moving on, we got our. Let's go with our trivia question for the day, since we have a packed crowd out there right now. All right, we got 87,000 viewers right now. That's crazy. Thank you guys for watching. If you're over there in Hong Kong, Happy New Year. Is that still going on? I don't even know. Go ahead, fact check. All right, let me see. Whoa. Okay, this is a deep question. I do know the answer for this question. I'm pretty sure I do. Let me see. Yes, I do know the answer. Okay. Whew. Okay, ready for this? Who was the first NBA player to continue playing after undergoing an organ transplant? Organs are these big, huge things in your body like your heart. All right? Someone in the NBA had an organ transplant and kept playing after about 7 months, I think, right? Yep. All right, who was that player? And I'm sure you've never heard of him, but any older people out there, you guys have probably heard of this dude, and you remember the story. And it's kind of crazy he kept playing, man. This guy could have died, but like he did it, and it was pretty crazy. I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm on the road over yonder. All right, so if you know the answer, Alonzo Mourning, that's a really good guess. He seems like he would have organ failure, but no. Noel Elliott. Alonzo Mourning. It was not Alonzo Mourning. All right. I think Alonzo Mourning did get something, but it was a guy before Alonzo Mourning. All right. So again, if you can answer it before the end. I won't say the answer at all. So all I've seen are wrong answers so far. Chris Bosh and LaMarcus also did it. Yes, they did. Yes, I think Chris Bosh did it. I'm not sure I think his was just a blood transfusion thing. I'm not sure. But yes, those guys were all later than this guy. This guy was back in the 90s, right? Oh, nope, just missed the 90s and did it in 2000. All right, I'll tell you the answer at the end. And I will not say if you got the right answer if you've already said answers before, because I want to give someone a chance to answer it. No one can just answer 18 times. So if you see an answer in the comment section that you like, just steal it, I guess. because everyone's already guessed once. If you haven't guessed, you can guess coming up here soon. All right, moving on to stuff that we will be doing tomorrow. All right, let's see. Finn and I are right. How are you and Finn right, Sean? So Sean's guess, let's see. Sean's guess is Noel Elliott. That was Sean Amin's guess. Noah's guess is Alonzo Mourning. Finn's guess is Alonzo Mourning. And then Finn just started saying every answer in the world after that. So yes, no one's right so far. But if you have another guess, put it out there. If you want me to change the rules so you guys can just say every single guess, let me know. Maybe you get 3 guesses. But you guys pick that rule. We do not allow multiple answers. All right. This is the stuff that we will be doing tomorrow, and we have a lot of people coming tomorrow. All right. We have, I think there's 13 new players that will be trying us out and playing in the games on Saturday. I told them to come on Friday night to get their jerseys. I'm about to put all the jerseys together tonight, and we will be doing this workout. Because we'll have so many, we need to do it in a circuit format. So that's going to be a really fun workout. So let's take care of that. All right. I actually only said one answer after that. No, I am sad. Let me see. Finn Kaufman has said Alonzo Mourning, Chris Bosh, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Sean Elliott. That's all the answers that he said. Come on, Finn. Come on, Finn. All right. But yes, we're gonna be doing bank shots. When you shoot a bank shot, make sure that you shoot the ball with arc so that the ball's coming on its way down before it hits the backboard, so that it's a soft shot. Then we have 0, 1, 2, 4 touch middle. This is you touch the middle of the court and then you sprint and shoot a jumper on the elbow. Okay, and then you sprint back to the half court and you say how many points that you have. Then you sprint back and shoot a jumper on the elbow. If you miss the jumper from the elbow, you get 1 point. Fantastic. If you make the jumper from the elbow, you get 2 points. If you shoot a 3-pointer and make it, you get 4 points. If you shoot a 3-pointer and miss it, you get 0 points. So that's the game, and we played to like 32 or whatever it may be. No, keep the rules. John, I know you have trouble with the comments, but I clearly said they did it after. I know, I read that. Sean, delete your comments with the answer. I can see the answer. His name is Sean Noel Elliott. I accidentally put his middle name instead of his first. You know what? I'll give it to you if Finn Kaufman wants to give it to you. If you're allowed to say people's middle names, I don't know. That's a tough precedence. But it is him. And that is the guy. But again, since it's been like 5 minutes anyway, I don't think anyone else is going to answer. That is the guy's name. So, yes, let me know, Finn Kaufman, if you think that he deserves it. Let me know. All right. Then we have pick and roll split to drive. All right. This is when they overforce and they also overshow, and you have a slight middle, and it's how you go through the middle. So we're going to teach you guys that. Then we have heads, tails game, which we're going to play with everybody. I flip a coin in half court. If it goes heads, you run that way. Tails, you go the other way. Count the point for Sean. Well, there you go. You got a unanimous decision right there. And then we have chair dips, where you're getting stronger with your triceps, and then we have knee jumps as well. So we're going to have a really fun day on Friday. Make sure you guys show up to that. All right. I'm going to add the point for Sean. I'm going to go ahead and add it for Sean Amin. Is he on this list? He has to be on this list right there. All right. So there you go. Sean gets a point. He's very, very nice. Oh, look at that. An hour later, they put in Sean Elliott. But yes, so if I had stayed quiet and I didn't allow that, Kieran would have had his first point, or Declan. I'm not even sure which one is answering the questions. I've only Googled once this month. It's decent. All right. Moving on, we got our quote of the day. The quote of the day for tomorrow is, falling down is just balancing practice. I don't know what I think about the quote, but I do love this quote. It just sounds like really fun. There's a whole bunch of quotes that I have that are all about like failing is like success, right? But yes, falling down is just balancing practice. See it like that. Start seeing it like that. And like, yeah, not like, I think everything will kind of feel like a tightrope after a while because every mistake will feel like it's your final mistake. It's not like that, man. You definitely have a net. You try again tomorrow. Try again tomorrow. You keep trying again. But it's only if you like go for it will you ever have it. All right. So yes, falling down is just balancing practice. If you don't put yourself out there, like play against older kids or like whatever, you're not gonna have practice for when you make that finals game and there's pressure on you. If all you do is just constantly, again, stay in your comfort zone, you're not going to have practice against the uncomfortable times. So what you should be doing, the comfortable times are good enough. I mean, your personal workouts maybe at home or like that, whatever. You're good enough comfortably. If you can practice while being uncomfortable, now you win no matter what. Because now during a game, as soon as you get uncomfortable and they're like all on you, you're like, I've been here before. So now discomfort is actually your comfort zone. And then if they happen to back off you and they make you really comfortable, even better. All right. So falling down is just balancing practice, but make sure that you guys put yourself in a position to fall down. All right. Last one is our high school stuff that we did before. Number scissor shots. That went pretty well. I thought that was pretty good. Going scissor dribbles and calling out the numbers. Pick and roll slip. That's a hard pass to make, but we kind of understood it more. So if they show early, you want to slip. 2 ball dribbles, under the chair dribbles, curl jumper series, and then we did one-on-one high post flash. So we did all that stuff. It was a very, very fun day as well. But again, if you struggle at any of it, make sure that you work on it extra. Make sure you guys are turning in your homework and things like that. Speaking of homework, let's check the homework to see who's been posting. I posted. Connor is on, what is that, 2008 now? 2008 push-ups this month. I don't think I could convince anyone else to do the push-ups. It's because we just started. We don't have all the players. We're not hardcore like we were in Moraga yet. I think out of all the players, like, let me see. We have 27 players now. We have 3 that could, like, if they went to the Moraga group, they would be like, these are my people. Wow, these guys work hard. We have 3 players like that. And it's, I would say, age-wise, it's Connor, Noah, and I would say Kiernan. I think Jake would be overwhelmed. I think Gavin would be like, what did I get myself into? And I think Zach, who is up there as well, he would be like, I don't know if this is me. All right? We had, and skill-wise, you guys are about the same. But work ethic-wise, because those guys had so much longer with me, they were on a different level. All right? And it took years to get there, but we will get there. And I can tell if you're posting. So Kieran's not posting. He's a 3rd grader. Derek is posting. What would Derek think about the program? I think Derek, since he's so young, he would like it a lot. I think. But usually the 1st graders are like, this is too hard. So I'm not sure. It was a lot because there was a lot of people pushing you. So hopefully we can build this program out here in Colorado up to where it was in California. But if not, those California guys, maybe you guys are just really, really special. But no, I think that we're going to catch you guys soon, and it will be up there. Speaking of which, Jake Aarons did post right there. Great job. All right, let's check the picture of the day. Who do we have here? Oh, who's your lead for the MVP right now? They say that that Embiid is falling now. Man. They also put out the NBA 2K ratings, and they're like, and it's funny that Westbrook went down 2 points. I thought he should have went down 10 points. Those 2K people really take their ratings seriously, and Luka Doncic is up to 95 right now. I think that's a lot better than when it was when I was growing up, because when I was growing up, man, they just made up that stuff in video games. Now they really do their homework. They like visit games, stuff like that, especially with the NFL one too. All right, so I don't know. It would be so fun to be like that kind of player. 1, up for MVP, but 2, even like any player, and like having like a rating system. That would be amazing, and like kids like play with you and stuff like that, like and like video games. I don't know. So these guys are the luckiest dudes on earth, and we all want to be them. But make sure that you guys are working hard to become them. All right, Finn owns me in trivia is what I meant. What is the push-ups that you need to convince us for? Doing 10 push-ups a day and posting it. Just doing 10 push-ups a day and posting it. It's the homework. All right. If you could do the homework, we have 2 people doing it, and we have maybe Derek doing it sometimes. 3 people max doing the homework. Crazy, right? If you want to do it, do it. If you can't, I guess it is what it is. For the day is falling down is just balancing practice, and I will see you guys soon. I'm headed to practice right now. All right, cue my music. I'm out. Peace, y'all.